Welcome. We've got some thrilling Arsenal news lined up for you, so stay tuned until the end to catch all the latest updates. And don't forget to leave 300 likes to keep us motivated in bringing you the latest Arsenal updates. Arsenal surge ahead as Guardiola tips Gunners for Premier League glory. Arsenal's commanding victory over Crystal Palace on Sunday has solidified their position atop the Premier League, stretching their lead to 4 points and cementing their status as title favourites. Mikel Arteta's side, now boasting 7 consecutive wins across all competitions, capitalised on surprise defeats for Liverpool and Chelsea to further their credentials. With a game in hand over second-place Sunderland, the Gunners' relentless form, 22 years on from their last league triumph, has even caught the eye of Manchester City's Pep Guardiola, who believes Arsenal are unlikely to drop many points this season. Guardiola, speaking ahead of City's trip to Aston Villa, praised both Arsenal and Liverpool, predicting a tight race for the title. "I've got a feeling Arsenal won't lose many points," he told the Mirror, acknowledging the Gunners' formidable consistency while suggesting they, along with Liverpool and perhaps one other side, might falter slightly. Meanwhile, Arteta's squad is bolstered by a strong leadership group, with captain Martin Odegaard joined by Bukayo Saka, Declan Rice, Gabriel, and Mikel Merino. This core of leaders has driven Arsenal's charge, leaving them well placed to end their 2-decade wait for Premier League silverware. Pep Guardiola speaks out to Arsenal cement Premier League lead with Eze'S stunner in 1-0 win over Crystal Palace. Arsenal secured a hard-fought 1-0 victory over Crystal Palace at the Emirates Stadium, with Eberechi Eze's stunning first-half strike proving the difference in a tightly contested Premier League clash. The win strengthened Arsenal's position at the top of the table, extending their lead to 4 points over second-place Bournemouth, 6 points clear of Manchester City in 4th, and a commanding 7 points ahead of reigning champions Liverpool, who currently sit 5th. Mikel Arteta opted for consistency, naming an unchanged starting 11 from the side that edged Fulham 1-0 the previous weekend. This marked the first time since Arsenal's 4-2 win over Leicester in September 2024 that the Gunners fielded the same lineup in consecutive Premier League matches. The decision paid off, as Arsenal delivered a cohesive and disciplined performance on a chilly North London afternoon, showcasing their growing maturity as title contenders. In contrast, Crystal Palace manager Oliver Glasner made 3 changes to the team defeated by AEK Larnaca in their previous outing. Chris Richards, Adam Wharton, and Daikai Kameda were brought into the starting lineup, replacing JD Canvert, Will Hughes, and Jefferson Lama. However, the alterations failed to ignite Palace early on, as they struggled to create meaningful chances against a well-organised Arsenal defence. The match started slowly, with both sides cautious in the opening exchanges. A key moment came when Gabriel stood tall to deny Palace's Ismaila Sarr a clear run at goal, showcasing Arsenal's defensive solidity. With several England internationals and prospects on display, England manager Thomas Tuchel was spotted in the stands, closely observing the talent on show. Eberechi Eze's brilliance lit up the Emirates just before half-time, and his performance drew praise from Manchester City manager Pep Guardiola. "Eze is a special talent," Guardiola said post-match. "That goal was a moment of pure quality, and he showed why he's such a dangerous player. Arsenal are lucky to have him, and he's a nightmare for any defence." Eze's stunning scissor kick, converting a flicked header from Gabriel off a Declan Rice free kick, broke the deadlock in the 40th minute, sending the home crowd into raptures. The Emirates faithful were in high spirits at half-time, with the stadium's PA system blasting Bon Jovi's Living on a Prayer, a playful nod to the American rock star reportedly watching from the stands. However, the mood was tempered by concern for William Saliba, who limped off with an injury before the second half, replaced by Christian Mosquera. Arsenal's depth was tested, but they remained resolute. The Gunners pushed for a second goal after the break, with Gabriel nearly doubling the lead when his powerful header struck the crossbar. Declan Rice's follow-up was brilliantly saved by Palace goalkeeper Dean Henderson, who kept his side in the game. Rice, however, soon joined Saliba on the injury list, hobbling off and adding to Arteta's concerns ahead of a busy schedule. Despite the setbacks, Arsenal maintained their composure to see out the victory. Late in the game, Arteta substituted Eze, who received a standing ovation from the home fans as he made way for England starlet Miles Lewis-Skelly. The move highlighted Arsenal's wealth of talent, with Tuchel no doubt taking note of the young midfielder's potential. The victory underscored Arsenal's title credentials, with their clinical set-piece execution prompting fans to chant "Set-piece FC" and defensive resilience proving decisive. As the Gunners continue to lead the Premier League, their depth and determination, even in the face of injuries, signal a team ready to challenge for the ultimate prize. Eze'S' stunning volley secures Arsenal's narrow victory over resilient Palace. Eberechi Eze's stunning strike for Arsenal against Crystal Palace not only sealed a vital victory but also bolstered his burgeoning reputation as a game-changer. The former Highbury hero, George Graham, was among the spectators at the Emirates, watching Eze net his first Premier League goal for the Gunners. This solitary goal stretched Arsenal's early season lead at the top of the table to 4 points, a testament to their resilience against a well-drilled Palace side. Eze, who clinched the FA Cup final for Palace in May, made a £60 million (68.7 million euros) switch from South to North London in August, and his knack for deciding tight matches was precisely why Mikel Arteta pursued him so doggedly. Arsenal's defensive solidity has been a cornerstone of their campaign, conceding just 3 goals in the opening quarter of the season. Despite not firing on all cylinders, they eked out a narrow win, a result that left Arteta beaming with pride. "This victory means more to me than any other this season," he remarked post-match. "We were up against a side that's among the best in terms of organisation, making life difficult and frustrating. Lose focus for a moment and they'll punish you." The Spaniard's delight was palpable, knowing his side capitalised on a weekend where results elsewhere went their way. The match itself was a cagey affair, with Arsenal dominating possession but struggling to pierce Palace's resolute, counter-attacking setup. The Emirates faithful, typically buoyant under Arteta's stewardship, were subdued, perhaps due to the early 2 p.m. kickoff. Palace, marshalled by Oliver Glasner, defended with all 11 men behind the ball for much of the game, frustrating Arsenal's attacking impetus. Glasner, who has moulded Palace into a formidable unit, seemed almost resigned to Eze's decisive intervention, noting, "Give Eze a chance in the box, and it's usually a goal." His special. The game sprang to life in the 39th minute when Eze produced a moment of magic. From a set piece, Declan Rice whipped in a curling cross, which Gabriel nodded back across goal. Eze, with a flash of brilliance, met it with a kung fu volley that rocketed into the net, a classy finish that marked Arsenal's 11th set-piece goal of the season. The crowd erupted, momentarily shaking off their earlier lethargy, as Eze wheeled away in celebration, a nod to his Crystal Palace roots. Arteta was effusive in his praise for Eze, highlighting why he was so keen to bring him to the club. "That's what big players do," he said. "Eze's a big player, and I hope this gives him the confidence to create more moments like this. These are the moments that can define a season." The manager also noted Eze's composure, adding, "He's always relaxed before games, always smiling. Today was special for him, given his history with Palace. You could sense his gratitude towards them." George Graham, a title-winning legend as both player and manager for Arsenal, offered a typically measured perspective. "It's a marathon, not a sprint," he cautioned, revealing he only glances at the league table after a quarter of the season. From the warmth of the director's box, he would have been chuffed to see Arsenal not only edge past Palace but also sit 6 points clear of champions Manchester City and 7 ahead of defending champions Liverpool. A slip-up after just 9 games seems unlikely, though injuries loom as a concern. Arteta's men are not without worries, however. Declan Rice, Riccardo Calafiori, and Gabriel Martinelli all hobbled off, with medical tests pending. With Martin Odegaard, Noni Madueke, Kai Havertz, and Gabriel Jesus already sidelined, Arsenal's squad depth could be tested. Still, their ability to grind out results in tough fixtures bodes well for their title aspirations, as they continue to iron out the minor errors that have cost them in recent years. Glasner, while disappointed, was gracious in defeat. "Eze made us happy last season with his FA Cup final goal, but today he broke our hearts," he admitted. "Still, we did a lot right against a team with everything: great players, a great manager, and a great structure. They've spent €300 million wisely to strengthen every area." His respect for Arsenal's project was clear, even as he rued their clinical edge. As the final whistle blew, Arsenal's fans left the Emirates with cautious optimism. The Gunners' knack for winning ugly, coupled with Eze's flair, has them dreaming of ending a 2-decade wait for the Premier League crown. With Arteta's meticulous approach and a squad evolving each season, Arsenal are proving they can mix it with the best, even on days when they're not at their sparkling best. Thanks for watching Arsenal Time. If you enjoyed this content, don't forget to like, share, and leave a comment below. Continue following the Gunners' journey with us, and see you in the next video. Come on, you Gunners!